Today, I'm with one of the officers, and he's the one who directly supervises your SACCO. And it's Mr. Jeroge Mwangi. He will start and wave. Mr. Jeroge. Dagoretti, we have around 400 active societies, and we are only the two of us. So you can imagine how it is. But I'm sure, KanisaSACCO, you've never missed Jeroge in your board meeting. That explains that KanisaSACCO is very close to us and to my heart. Because I always know when Jeroge is coming to attend a meeting. And sometimes there are 5, and we discuss, we say, no, Kanisa, somebody must attend that meeting, their meeting. And chair lady, I'm sure I'm right. You've heard we have 400 SACCOs, but we always remember Kanisa when they have an activity. I've supervised Kanisa under the leadership of Boniface, under the leadership of Catherine Ouma, under the leadership of Okok, and now Anne Kioi. So I can say I know Kanisa very well. Maybe I was not there those years there before 2008, because I came to Nairobi in 2008. I was working in those other areas, Kirinyaga, Embu, Muranga, those areas. But I came to Nairobi in 2008. And I think 2010 is when I started supervising KanisaSACCO. So I have known them for more than 11 years. And that is enough time to understand an entity or an organization. And the time when I started supervising KanisaSACCO, Godfrey Mwangi was the manager. And I was very excited to hear that he came back as a CEO. Because I can say he's one person who is competent. And so you're in safe hands. Today I'm very excited to be here to celebrate your successful journey of 40 years. I know it has not been easy. You've climbed mountains and gone down the valleys. Challenges here and there, they are there, and they are there in most of the societies, or all the societies. But the difference between one society and the other is how they overcome the challenges, or how they use these challenges. Some collapse, and others use the challenges as a springboard to get to a higher level. And KanisaSACCO, you've used the challenges to bring you to a higher level, because challenges must be there, unless this word was created for you alone. Even individually, so you have challenges. Challenges, you must come across them. KanisaSACCO was registered with the Ministry of Cooperative. By then, the Ministry of Cooperative, things have changed. Now we are under the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries and Livestock. Mwangi, I'm right, eh? Yeah, so things have changed. They keep changing every time. But by the time of your registration, we were the Ministry of Cooperative. That was on 10th August 1981. And this was after some few wise men identified a felt need to pull resources together to make a sensible individual economic growth. I'm sure for these wise men to come together, these are the promoters, because you require some 10 promoters. For these wise men to come together, they must have gone through some financial challenges. Maybe they had borrowed money from one another, and relationships were destroyed because somebody maybe did not honor their commitment. Maybe they had a welfare which did not have good legal structures. Maybe that is what prompted them to start to register this cooperative. Do we have one of the promoters with us? They are not with us, eh? Okay, apigwe makofi. One of the 10. You are one of the 10, eh?
Yes.
The ones who promoted.
Yes.
That is great.
And by that time, I was the youngest.
And now you are the oldest. You are marked the oldest, eh?
Yes.
So you can see. Apigwe makofi. And I would like to hear from you. you are fine anyway, but you tell us, I don't know at what point, what prompted you to register a cooperative? Is it one of the reasons that I've given? I would like to hear that. The Kanisa SACCO, Kanisa SACCO has remained focused on attaining its primary objective, and this objective is known, is to promote the economic interests of the members, and not by mobilizing funds and giving the same funds back to the members in form of loans at a reasonable interest rate. We talk of reasonable interest rate because you cannot compare the rates here with the commercial banks. They are reasonable interest rates. Kanisa SACCO has embraced the cooperative principles and values which are pillars for any cooperative to withstand the test of time. For you to reach this far, you must have embraced the cooperative principles and values. Otherwise, those SACCOs which were registered at the same time with you, some of them collapsed. Some the first year they did not even take off. After the first general meeting, after that they did not take off. Others went for 5 years and collapsed. Because some of them, the leadership was not right. The motive was wrong. And others did not understand the cooperative spirit. Loan portfolio of 348.8 million and loan portfolio of 348.8 million. The 40 years in existence is a milestone attributed to visionary leadership, committed and hardworking staff, and members' loyalty and good networking with other stakeholders in the field. Some of the stakeholders are here. We have the Co-Bank, CIC, Cusco, and our cooperative department. You've been able to work with us well. Because when you work well with some of these stakeholders, you are able to get more information about what is happening around you. And that is why I'm sure you've been able to move this far. The licensing of the SACCO by the Society Regulatory Authority is a recent success. It was given this license early this year as a regulated non-depositing taking SACCO, and this will immensely accelerate its business growth, including reaching to more Kenyans in the diaspora. SASRA plays a vital role in ensuring that the SACCO meets the minimum set prudential standards, which revolves around its core capital, liquidity, system and structures, and human resource. The CEO has already told us that the Kanisa SACCO, all the staff or the management team, they are all graduates. So you have really strategized yourself for success. To obtain the license, Kanisa SACCO must have met or was close to the minimum set prudential standards. The regulation is meant to safeguard members' funds. I was sharing with the chair lady there, and I told her I had an experience one time with one society. Wale wajuaji. You know, when they say like they're in a cave, it's like they don't interact with us others outside there. You know, it was a requirement for every society to pass a special, it was a resolution in a special general meeting or AGM to be regulated by SASRA. I'm the one who was in attendance there. And they said they don't want to be regulated. I told them, once you're above 100 million in form of deposits, you have to be regulated by SASRA. They told me, and they were very serious. I think they had a meeting, informal meeting somewhere before that. They said, what you are going to do, because you're above 100 million, we are going to have our members withdraw, so that some of the members withdraw, so that we fall below 100 million. I don't know who had told them SASRA is a monster. Somebody must have misled them. And I'm telling you, they refused. They refused to pass a resolution to be regulated by SASRA. And of course, what will happen, if they don't go below that 100, they'll just be deregistered. Hakuna kitu ingine. For the SACCO to remain competitive and sustain its market share, there is need for board and management team to continue developing marketing strategies informed by thorough research and investment in modern technology. What is the role of the government? The role of the government is to promote growth and development of cooperatives by creating an enabling and conducive environment for business. And that is why the ministry is currently undertaking a comprehensive review of the cooperative laws to operationalize the national cooperative policy. This is meant to align the cooperative legal framework to the Constitution by disaggregating the roles of the two levels of government and consolidate current initiatives and foster research and innovation towards grabbing emerging opportunities in the market. The cooperative bill was subjected to public participation on 20th November this year and validation on 22nd November 2021. And now we are waiting for it to be taken to Parliament. The Cooperative Department, I'm talking of the ministry and the department. We are all aware that functions were devolved. So for us, we are under the Nairobi County, and we are a department. So that's why I'm talking about the cooperative department and about the ministry. The cooperative department will continue working with you as you progress to greater heights. We will be with you up the mountains and down the valley. So for me now is to wish you long life and let's celebrate. Thank you.